guys, it's Luke and Susan here with the Outdoor Gear Review, and today we are taking a look at some Camel wool socks from Happy Camel.
Now folks, we have 3 pairs of socks right here, and we will get to the reason as to why in just a minute. Now, as Susan said, we are taking a look at the Happy Camel wool socks, and I tell you what, there are some pros and there are some cons to these socks. What do you think?
I agree with what you said. There's some really great things about these. Wool is such a versatile fabric, and it's a great item to have. When Luke got these socks, he was really excited about them, and he wore them almost every day. And as you know, he does a lot of night hiking, a lot of backpacking, so he put some miles on these socks instantly.
Yeah. Within 1 month, I wore them just about every single day, and they were extremely comfortable. I really did like them a lot.
So what happened is we realized there was an issue, and let me show you what that issue is. There's holes.
Gigantic holes.
I mean, it looks like something ate them, you know, like a mouse or something. So I contacted the company and I talked to them and I said, you know, this is very unusual for wool socks to wear out this fast, because this is not, something did not eat these. This is just from wear and tear. So they sent us another pair. And she explained to me, you know, the proper way to wash and care for them. So we continued to test them out and we followed their instructions.
And sadly, after 2 weeks, the second pair of socks have begun to wear through. Already the material here is beginning to get very, very thin. So as you can see right there, it's just about to become a hole.
Yep. Same for this one.
Yep. Also at the toes, on the heel, they are wearing out. And that was after just 2 weeks worth of wear. Imagine if it was a full month. You would have holes in them, just like we had with the previous pair.
Yeah, with the first pair that we tested out.
Yeah.
Okay, with all that aside though, let's talk about these Happy Camel wool socks. The price of a pair is $16. You can purchase them at happycamelwool.com. The weight is 2.6 ounces. They come in various sizes, all the way from small to extra large. The sizing chart is on the website, so you can figure out what size you need.
Now when it comes to the cost, $16 really is impressive. When Susan told me that these were coming in for testing, I figured that they would be much, much more expensive. Now when it comes to the materials, these are 92% camel wool with 8% spandex. So it stretches nicely. Yeah. Very warm, very breathable, wicks away moisture, extremely comfortable. I really did enjoy wearing these socks, but sadly, kind of jumping to the review portion, they are not durable at all. Now before we actually get to that, let's talk about care for these socks.
So when we got these socks, I treated them just like any other socks that we would wash, because we have lots of different wool socks. So I washed in cold water and I would tumble dry on low heat, or just hang up to dry. But the problem was that the holes appeared really quickly, so that's when I contacted the company, and that's when they said that you should never machine wash these. You should hand wash them. You should hang up to dry always. So I explained to them that, you know, if they could send us another pair, we will do that. So this pair that we showed you that are worn out but they don't have an actual hole in them, that's what we did with these. We never machine washed these, hand wash only, cold water, gentle detergent, and we hung them up to dry. Now, the label for these socks actually will tell you on the back that it is a hand wash product and that you do not put it in the dryer. Myself, I was a little bummed about that because you know, it's a lot easier just to be able to wash all your stuff and dry it if you need to. So the company claims that these wore out so fast because of the way that we washed them. Now, I think overall, no matter how you wash them, the fact is they still wear out, and that is definitely a con to these socks.
Yeah, absolutely. They really do wear out fast, and it's a shame because they really are comfortable to wear.
Yeah, they're almost like a special occasion sock.
Yeah. I think if you work in an office and you want to treat your toes to some nice socks, you may want to consider these. And like if you're not having to move around too much, because just a little bit of walking, you know, really does wear them out fast.
I think you'd be lucky if you could get a season of wear out of these.
Yeah, absolutely.
But aside from that, wool is one of those great fibers that regulates temperature, so it's comfortable when it's hot and it's comfortable when it's cold. The website claims that camel wool, that fiber is more durable.
I personally do not see that so far with our testing.
I don't either. Since I'm a knitter, I knit socks and I will use 100% merino wool or something like that. And even my hand knitted socks, I can wash those and dry those. So again, I would recommend that if you choose a pair of socks like this for hiking or camping purposes, you do need to realize that they need extra special care.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like for backpacking and hiking, I just don't see these socks as being the right fit, for me or for Susan, because they wear out so quickly. You know, we mentioned that we had a third pair of socks here, and these are a pair of Keene merino wool socks that I've had for about 4 years. 4 years. Thousands of miles of hiking on them. And just recently, this year, they developed a small hole in the foot. I mean, so 4 years of use, 1 month for those.
Versus 1 month for these.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I paid the same price for these that I did for those.
Yep.
They sure are soft, though. I mean, it feels so good.
Yes, these socks are really luxurious, and I do want to point out that camel wool is softer than even merino wool. So these socks are almost like a sweet little treat for your feet. I can't recommend them for everyday use though, so keep that in mind.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, for like sitting around the house on those cold mornings, ooh yeah, perfect. But for going out hiking, sadly, they do not hold up. Now, folks, we want to say a big thank you to Happy Camel. What is it again? What is it?
Happy Camel Wool.
Yeah.
They have lots of camel wool products at their website at happycamelwool.com. Again, these socks are $16 for the pair.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you all very much for joining us for this episode. Sadly, they did not hold up for our use. If you guys have any experiences with these socks, make sure to drop a comment down below. Until next time, everybody, take care, strength and honor, be well. See you guys.
See ya.